You know, Halloween is only weeks away, so no better time to find the right pumpkin. And another edition of Go Peace Country starts right now. Now we're here in Taylor at John Curtis's Haunted Pumpkin House and Pumpkin Patch. About to go inside and check it out, but first our opening segment featuring some young and talented artists out of Dawson Creek. Nestled at the top floor of the Dawson Creek Art Gallery is a room dedicated to the Peace Region's artists of tomorrow. Today's project, Aliens.
My first one is mostly just an octopus what can fly around with, I think, 7 or 6 heads. And then its tentacles can just electrocute its prey when it's hungry.
So it's a scary alien.
Yes. 5 legs and it has 2 arms and it has 3 eyes and it has blue spiky hair and he has earrings and blue ears and he has a stripy neck. 4 mind control eyes. It has a lot of spikes and it's green.
And for these young creative minds, the art camp is a place to expand their growing imaginations.
Well, my favorite part is that we get to paint whatever we want and free art. I like to draw a lot of stuff, usually dragons and dinosaurs, along with a little bit of machines.
And according to their instructor, Danica Hussey, it's so much more than just arts and crafts.
Creativity is always a good thing because it's a good outlet for energy. If you ever have an energetic kid and you can get them to paint, it eats it up like nobody's business. And it's always good to be creative because it makes them think outside the box, and it does help when they get older in life and they actually have to study for their classes and everything like that. In all age groups, you'll wind up with a kid who spends 2.5 hours on something that was supposed to take 15 minutes, and it comes out and you're like, wow, like, I can't believe that kid made that.
And for these students, it appears the daily art class has left quite an impression. Are you going to do art for the rest of your life?
Yes, I'm planning on being an artist when I'm a grown-up and teach kids how to. That's what I wanted to do.
And also a good way to meet a buddy or two.
Everybody in here is my friend.
The children's art programs run all year. For more information, contact the Dawson Creek Art Gallery. For Go Peace Country, I'm Kevin Chirac. You know, it seems more and more people these days are using smartphones, including children. So in this week's Parenting 101, we tackle the important issue of keeping your kids safe while surfing the web.
Is there dangerous parts of the internet? Absolutely.
But there are ways to ensure a child's activity on the World Wide Web is appropriate and, most importantly, safe.
Facebook is used by a vast majority of our techno-savvy generation. Even grandma has an account. But is it safe for your children? And at what age should preteens be allowed to join in on this social media sensation?
You have to be 13 to create an account, and we know there's some parents that create accounts for kids before they're 13. We also know there's lots of kids that create accounts before they're 13 to be on there.
I am a friend, so I do go on her Facebook daily to see kind of what she's doing. I have access to all her passwords.
Being aware of what your children are doing on the internet is key. It's important to have a sense of who your children are friending on sites like Facebook, especially at a young age.
You should be there as well, and you should be one of their friends listed so you can see what's going on.
My daughter, who's 12, she has access to Facebook, but she has to ask me permission before she can add friends. I have to know who they are. They have to be either a friend of mine or someone I know.
This ensures that 12-year-old Tegan isn't obliviously adding people she thinks she knows or would like to know based on a profile picture, a common scheme used by internet predators.
If you're not their friends or family, you won't know the ages of the people.
While some parents install programs to block certain sites, Sarah explains a different method to track her children's online activity.
I have access to all her passwords. Both my children have email accounts, so for their iPods. So we created emails so that we all know what the emails are. I have the control of the passwords, so I have freedom to go in and see who they're messaging and what they're doing and my kids aren't allowed on YouTube, just because there's so many. You can Google something and a variety of different things come up. It's all right there for them to see, so unless an adult's present, the children aren't allowed to go on YouTube.
Creating an open environment allows parents to be aware of when your children are online and what they are doing.
It's not something that's in the bedroom and they don't know what's going on with their children and their computers.
I really like to limit my children's access to TV, computers, things like that, and get them outside. It's taking away from family fun, family activities.
With all the precautions parents have to look out for, there are still perks for your children to have internet access.
The internet is a great tool for her at school. She's always on there and accessing for resources and reports, and just she uses it as a research tool on almost anything.
I usually go on to see our breeders' dogs, and I use it at school to help with like reports and essays. It is faster on the internet, but there are dangers and stuff on the internet.
And those dangers are going to be present at any age, which is why it's equally important for parents to determine when it's okay to let their children have their own privacy and be responsible for their online activity.
I think as they change, they'll have more freedom on the internet, but I can't put an age on it because I don't know at this time.
Until a certain age, you know everywhere your child goes, you know every login and password for any kind of service. Some parents say that's up till 13. From 13 to 17 or 18, what you do is you have an envelope that lives on the fridge, and the child will put in their service, their username, and their password, and that goes into the envelope. Seal the envelope, you sign the envelope. On a monthly basis, you open the envelope up together, you pull one of them out and just check to see that the password works.
It's all about building a mutual foundation of trust.
So you're building trust with your child, and in the case of an emergency where parents need to get in, you rip open that envelope outside of your agreed upon time and you go and check, and you make sure things are okay.
And if you want to learn more about safety and technology, visit the School District 60 website and just follow the links below. For Parenting 101, I'm Kyla Corpus.
Hey, you. I see you.
Now, much like this pumpkin over here, this week's Who's Who segment is a little different. You see, it was just over a month ago that we profiled Wonowon native and wheelchair basketball player Bo Hedges right before he left for the London Paralympic Games. Now, we don't normally profile the same person twice, but let's just say there's a golden exception. It was a hero's welcome in Fort St. John as Peace Region-born and 2012 wheelchair basketball gold medalist Bo Hedges returned home.
We're here as a community to celebrate his achievements and the successes that he has seen in his career.
He was honored in particular by the wheelchair community, as one by one some of his biggest fans presented him with certain tokens from his unique journey.
It's amazing, and I think he worked really hard for it.
One of those items was a picture of Bo in his early days on the Prince George Titans, a team then coached by his friend and mentor, Pat Harris.
It was clear to me at the time that here's a young man that has a tremendous amount of talent and potential.
And even after winning prestigious gold, the Team Canada co-captain was humbled by his hometown response.
Oh, it's amazing. This community in the north and has always been so supportive and helped me out with so many things along the way, and to bring a gold medal back and have that many people come out, and it just means a lot, and it's great to be from the north.
But capturing gold wouldn't come easy. Team Canada finished second to Australia in 2008 in Beijing and finished a disappointing 7th in the 2010 Worlds. To win gold in 2012, the team would need a different approach.
And this summer we really focused on, getting together as a team and having time away from the court as well as on the court, and time away from the coaches to have fun and train, and just to try and enjoy that moment, and because it doesn't come around very often. It's pretty amazing for everybody on the team to be there. To do it with the team that we had and the way we did it, it was the right way, and it felt great.
And adding to the storybook ending, Canada would seek revenge against a familiar foe.
Well, that's the team we wanted to play. We've always had a great rivalry against them, and it was an amazing game, and they played hard, but yeah, we just stuck with our game plan and were able to you know, pull out a nice victory in the end.
Well, a person has to have some motivation and dedication and some talent, and Bo had all of those things.
And after accomplishing his goal, Bo is now sharing his story to help motivate local youth accomplish theirs.
I love to go interact with kids at junior camps and be involved that way, and do a little peer counseling now and then and stuff like that.
But his journey is far from over, as the Wonowon native aims to represent Canada at the Paralympics once again in Rio 2016. For Go Peace Country's Who's Who, I'm Kevin Chirac. Now that wraps things up here at John Curtis's Haunted Pumpkin House. Remember, they're open till Halloween, so be sure to stop by. Also, if you have any story ideas or an event you'd like us to cover, feel free to contact us at the information below. For Go Peace Country, I'm Kevin Chirac.